invalidate your decisions.
Where you are now.
But also you can say, hey, we could have done. It sounds weird, but most people want to judge you on your decisions. But once you accept that certain amount of like thought and peace of like you're going this way, right? You don't know how. You're just going north or you're going west or whatever.
Right.
There comes a point where you're to think backwards, and you're be like, I know how I felt, and it sounds weird, but you're not gonna invalidate your decisions. And you're like, I could have chose better. That was the first thing you to say, right? But there comes a certain amount of peace where it's like, I did what I did because I thought it was the only thing I could do.
Yeah.
But then there comes a point where it's just like, not invalidating myself, not taking anything from myself, but hey, if I knew this was an option, there's a certain probability that I would actually lean this way and that way.
So,
and
okay, I'm sorry.
it sounds weird. No, I'm about to be done.
I just have so many feelings about what you're saying.
You're not asking for forgiveness. You're allowing yourself to give yourself forgiveness. It's not asking. It's still you, right? You're thinking. But allowing yourself to forgive your actions, seeing a different way now from the future, not condemning your past self, but now seeing like, hey, man, this was open. I could have did this. And it's okay I didn't, but like, I could have did this. But it sounds weird, but like, being able to go back in your past and say, I could have did this, gives you peace. Because even though that branch of existence doesn't exist, you can ride along those emotions. So you're now thoughts. You're now creating a different reality of emotions from the reality you existed in, because you can now ride on those different thought emotions. Even if it's not from here to here, it's the lesson learned from that place that changed you. So you've actually have healed your past, whether you know it or not, just by going back, not condemning, not forgiving, but allowing.
Allowing. Alright, pour yourself a shot because I'm about to say some shit.
Some shit.
Everything that you just said, I 1,000,000,000% agree with. From the perspective that everything that you just said was a healthy mindset and a healthy reaction, okay? So, if you didn't feel or resonate with everything that DJ just said, you need to understand, and I'm saying this as I'm speaking to my past self, okay? You need to understand that there's growth left to do within you. If you have an action from your past that you're like, dang, looking back now, 5 years from the future, looking 5 years into the past, I would have loved to do this instead. That growth that you have experienced in the 5 years is critical. Because if that same situation were to happen to you now, the chances that you would respond the same, react the same, are 0. 0. Think about that. But something, okay, I'm 23. Something that happened when I was 17, 6 years ago. Is that math?
I mean, I just put
17 plus 6 feels like 23.
Wait, 7 plus 6?
It's 13.
Yeah.
So 17 plus 6 would be
No,
23.
Yeah, see. Usually it's 16 plus 7. That's the way I've seen it.
Well,
Sounds weird, but 17 plus 6 is the same thing.
6 years ago, I made mistakes, okay? I was not a picture perfect 17-year-old, whatever that looks like. When I was 17 and I made a mistake, I responded. Chances are I responded with all of the previous 17 years of knowledge, okay? So So there were 17 years of knowledge, 17 years of wisdom up to that point, and all of that led me to my response. Since I was 17, oh my God, has so much changed. I've moved twice. I moved to a different state and then to 2 time zones over. I established myself as a college graduate. I found a different job. I started pursuing another job with a master's degree and all sorts of crazy shit. All sorts of bananas things that happens in your early 20s. Bananas. Take a shot. The point is...
You have to take a shot.
You have to take a shot.
No,
with your hair. Stop
I
it.
am
Stop it.
thinking
Pour a shot. I
bananas.
told you to pour a shot. I was going to say some shit.
I'm not going to listen to you if you ask me.
Then I'm going to pour you a
You
shot.
have to pour yourself a shot.
This is for you.
Yeah.
So the point is, from 17 to 23,
I don't listen to
I
you.
changed in a whole bunch of ways that like I didn't even know existed. It isn't even that I will later. It isn't even that I didn't know that it was possible. I didn't know that these avenues existed. And if you don't feel the same way, you need to sit with yourself and think about yourself from 6 years in the past versus where you are now.
Madam.
You have changed in so many beautiful ways. Thank you, sir.
We're talking also
You have
to
changed.
all the preteen girls that
Hush,
have
child.
gone through so many things. Like, anyways, yes, all the preteen girls. This is about people. Thank you. All the preteen girls.
You
that
have
love
changed in so many
boy
ways
bands.
that you haven't thought about until
All
you
the
sit and think
preteen
about.
girls.
And that sounds stupid, but I promise
all the
you,
preteen
sit with
girls.
yourself and think about it.
I'm sorry.
And
it's
force
funny.
yourself to recognize the
Oh,
ways that you've
preteen.
changed since 6 years ago. And once you recognize, yeah, strong. This is why we work on our arms, girls.
Oh, the pre. Oh,
Once you recognize the ways that you have changed.
Tickle a man and put chloroform.
Damn it!
If you
Oh
wanna-
my God! I wish I had chloroform.
Tickle a
I'm
man.
trying to say serious shit, and here you are being foolish.
Tickle a man.
Foolish.
Put chloroform. in his
Tickle a
nose.
man and watch him crumble.
No, and chloroform. Tickle a man. Chloroform. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna stop. Calm down.
So what you need to recognize is that you have changed. Stop it, my biceps are sore. You have
You're the
changed
one
in the
doing
last
it.
6 years, whether you like it or not. But you have to recognize it. And once you recognize that you have changed, you need to know where you're going.
Indeed, little princesses.
And it is so critical that you recognize the fact that you're walking on a path. And that path is dictated by your thoughts. It all comes back to your thoughts, bro. And you need to decide to control more of your thoughts in order to control more of your words, in order to control more of your actions.
The reality.
And if you find that path, if you follow that through, and you find that it doesn't go in a direction that you want,
Reality.
you have got to change your environment.
See.
Outside and in. You've got to change your environment, and you've got to change your intention.
See.
That's all I gotta say.
See. Whoa, word. I like my hair now, actually. Looks hurtful. Anyways, so thoughts. THOUGHT. Not THOT. That's a different type of thought.
Another episode.
But anyways, no. To end this and get the whole thing in. It doesn't matter how impossible it looks like. It doesn't matter how easy it can be. Your thoughts, what you think about, is what you will see, is what you will experience. You start seeing and thinking you're gonna get gifts and have people like you and be accepted, you naturally will start doing things that will bring you upon those things. You think the worst things, the most negative things, and yes, depression, anxiety is a thing to where you can't control your brain patterns, and that sucks. It's very difficult. And yes, there are pills for it, and sometimes they kind of make you a zombie. I have seen people.
And other times to make you a person.
Other times make you a person. But you yourself, regardless of pills or condition, have to eventually take a small amount of accountability and personal responsibility to think certain things in a certain direction. And the more you think those things in a certain direction, be it big or small, sizable, reliable, conditional, and yes, those things are annoying because they're parameters, you have to start thinking. Because if you think small and never big, you'll never get big. If you think too big, you'll never wonder why you even got big, or people see you as too larger than life. There's an equation and steps to it.
The steps that we've talked about in this video are environment.
Nothing's
External
impossible.
or internal?
Think of the plausible. Think of what you can do.
So you work your way in.
Like, nothing's impossible.
Right.
Think of the plausible.
So you work your way into plausible.
Think of what you can do.
From plausible, you work your way into possible.
What you can do.
Yeah.
Still have your fucking big
Or
crazy
potential
dream.
or whatever.
But in the middle, you're in the middle. Oh my God.
But this middle
That's
is defined by vertical growth.
It is, but
The foundation of vertical
I
growth
swear to God,
is
the
going to
middle,
be environment and
the
intention.
middle is the most. The middle almost represents the
Go
impossible.
ahead, put
No,
your
but
hands
for real,
back. No.
No, but it's
Trust me,
it's
put your hands back together.
The
Okay.
middle is.
This is your goal.
No one can see it, but it's this
Oh
big.
my gosh, put your hands up.
No, my vagina.
Make a vagina. So once you decide whatever that is, once you work your way in from impossible to plausible to maybe to possible, whatever that looks like for you, you start building your way up. And the foundation that you put your hands together.
Violence, domestic violence.
Please.
My nose.
Por favor, put your
My
hands together.
cheeks.
Put your hands together. Okay. So the bottom, the foundation that's critical for you to establish is environment. And environment externally is who you hang out with, and internally is intention. Once you establish your environment, you gotta start working on your thoughts. You have to start thinking more of them on purpose.
On purpose.
On purpose, we talked about that.
Purposeful thoughts.
Purposeful thoughts. You have 20,000 opportunities a day.
It's a lot.
It is many.
That's waking up too, by the way. That's not just not just dreams.
I
and shit.
really feel like that was a shot against me personally
Waking up.
and my decision of when I wake up.
I don't know how you wake up. I don't know you. You are a random
We
stranger.
will not expand upon that,
You're a random stranger.
but I'm gonna take a shot, half a shot.
You just wake up. I don't know how you wake up.
Good night.
I hope you wake up.
That shot
on-
was horrible.
Good.
So you establish your thoughts. Once you establish your thoughts become your words. How you speak to people.
Mm-hmm.
Who you speak to, right? Who you're gonna put your hands back to fucking together. We are wrapping this shit up.
No. I couldn't do what you just did. Even if I tried.
Then you take it from the words.
Well, I will say is that, look, there are many different levels and tiers of the idea of thought and training your thoughts. Thoughts become actions.
Actions become
Thoughts
reality.
become words and everything in between. So, but regardless if there's a certain amount of depression, or if you want to make a joke, depression puts you down, oppression is up. But oppression puts people down. But think about it, depression is down, oppression
Perspective.
is up. Yeah, perspective. But like, even if you feel nothing, think of something. People who feel depression think of everything.
Even if you feel nothing, think of something.
Yeah.
You cannot, sir.
You can be indifferent as fuck.
Sir, you cannot be dropping truths during the conclusion.
No, but like that's a whole different.
Did you not take high school English?
Other people, I'm sorry, yeah, you're right.
That is hurtful.
People talk about depression, but
Summarize.
people don't talk about what it feels like to feel
But the
nothing.
point is,
Anyways, But yes, and in all that,
If you feel nothing, think of something.
think
Shots
of
fired.
something. You know. I'll take a shot in a few. No, but in all, thoughts rule your reality. Not because there's magic, not because there's not magic, but because it all starts up here. And the way you see things, even if the way you see people or your enemies, your enemy, if you think about it, is only a fence between you and him. And it sounds weird, but your enemy is only technically mad about you or of you or at you for a few things. And the minute you get rid of that fence, you're not mad at that person. That person isn't even mad at you anymore. The minute you know what it is, right? You're like, oh, you remind me of this? And I'm like, damn.
I am the drunkest drunk. Please wrap it up.
Well, shots fired because the job is done. Anyways, this is the Drink Tank podcast.
Drink tank.
Most likely got away from the topic, but I will actually post this.
We actually didn't.
I'm pretty
We
happy
stayed
about
pretty
it.
focused. Thoughts rule your reality.
Thoughts rule your
Intention
reality.
and environment rule your thoughts.
Your mind is the kingdom.
Your mind is the kingdom.
Your mind is the kingdom.
That should be the name of the episode. Either that or thought action forgiveness, and it should be called tag, which I thought of like 45 minutes ago.
I don't know. I would say kingdom mentality, but probably not. But your
Kingdom
mind is...
mentality? I like kingdom mentality.
But it doesn't sound proper of what the conversation that we've had, though.
Danger Hunter.
Hilarious. No matter how much movie we just watched.
But the point is, you are the ruler of your own reality.
You are. Through up here.
That was alliteration. You could use that.
You're the ruler of your own reality. There's a lot of R's. I saw my words
That's why it's
naturally.
called alliteration.
Oh, well, fun for all. Anyways, so this is the Drink Tank podcast.
Drink tank.
This is a really dope episode with a really dope person. You will see her more often. She annoys the fuck out of me,
I try.
but also very insightful.
I try.
Again, command your thoughts, command your world, command your reality. Nothing's technically impossible because man can fly now. Yeah. Thank you. I'm DJ.
Malison.
Take another shot.
Oh my god.
Take another.
This is death. This is murder.
Cool.
If you don't see me again, you know what the fuck happened.
I didn't do it.
Hashtag drink tank. Swallowed.
Haha!
Spitters or quitters.
I might erase
Drink
that.
Tank
Oh my
Podcast.
god. Anyway.
Drink Tank Podcast! You are your own ruler. Kingdom Mind